Hello and welcome to Vix. My name is Naiditsch, I am a chess grandmaster and we continue with our educational streams. Let's go with the next 10-minute game. Let's start. So, during the games we will be seeing everything: endgames, openings, positional ideas, tactical ideas. So, join us here on Vix to get to the next level. Let's go, let's go. First opponent. First move of today's stream, e4, my favorite move. The central play, knight on f3, let's see. Knight on c6, bishop on b5, let's get the knight on c6, we have the move d6. Short castle, this line with d6 is pretty dangerous for black, I think. But let's see, let's see. So, rook on e1, a6, we will be taking. Next is d4, I think. Welcome, good evening to everyone. Hadi BM is the first to say, let's go. The next level. Welcome, Hadi. Come on, welcome, welcome everyone. We take with the knight, obviously. This is a way to play the current position now. I think there is knight on c3, looks pretty good here. Maybe something else. Also to play the line with c4. Looks like a little bit better position for white, so we have to make a decision. Let's go with the move knight on c3. Feels good, feels just the right play to have this kind of Sicilian defense. Black lost a lot of tempos, so maybe we can make use out of that and try to get a slightly better play here. Obviously, let's see what is going to happen next. g6. Wow, this is a tricky move, g6. Is there a way somehow to play the move e5? Because in case we find a way to play e5, this move g6 might be a mistake. What can we do here? Also, this knight on d5, bishop on g5 is looking not bad at all. We can also take, then to play the move e5. Also, this is looking like a better position for white. We have to make a decision. Go immediately with the move e5, or maybe try this knight on d5, bishop g5 idea, which is not looking bad at all. This is also looking like a nice idea. So, I like the move bishop g5. It feels so natural to put the bishop on g5. Also, of course, the move e5 is a good one. But somehow I like this bishop on g5. And next we have the knight on d5. So we put immediately here, big pressure. Let's see how our opponent wants to deal with it. He just takes on d5, very unusual way of dealing, because now white is having slightly better position here. Usually black is not taking so quickly on d5 in most of the situations, but still, it's of course normal play, normal play. It would be great to have the move c3, maybe first queen on f3, defending the pawn on d5, then c3. So, how should we play in the current position? Let's think, because we have to protect the pawn on d5. This pawn cannot fall. This is very important, so we cannot lose the pawn on d5. I think queen on f3 looks like a good move. Maybe next we might be able to bring the rook to d1, which is also looking pretty good here. So we might be doing a little better. Let's see. Let's see what is going to happen next. And the third today evening to say hello is Santos. Welcome, Santos, Grand Mina number 4. These are the guys that are almost always here with us. Thank you very much for staying with us here on Vix. Let's continue with the move c3. Feels good. So the c3 pawn against the bishop on g7 is something quite typical. And next it would be great to double up on the e-file, so we push against the e7 pawn. This kind of positions are very tricky, so maybe they're okay for black, but we have to see, because this is a position that can quickly become quite unpleasant for black. Obviously we must hold on the d5 pawn. b2 pawn is under attack, so I think rook on e2 is something normal, but maybe there is something like rook on c5 coming next. We have the knight on b3 move, so this is for the moment pretty okay, I think. So let's go with the move rook on e2, I think, because Rook on e1 would be so important. If we get this rook on e1, we are doing clearly better. Instead, we had this move knight on b3, of course. But it's good to double up here on the e file. Feels just like a right decision if we get this pawn. And of course, we should not lose the pawn on b2. But maybe if we get the pawn on e7, the whole position of black will be falling apart. So the next couple of moves, I think, will decide about the game, because or white is having excellent play, or black is somehow getting to the pawn on the e5. So very, very crucial next couple of moves. Let's see. In case you have some questions, please write them in the chat here. We have excellent people in the chat. If in case I don't see your question, you might have someone who is capable of replying to your question, maybe even better than me. We have very, very good people here on VHS. So don't be shy, just ask. G5, wow, he lets my knight go on e5. This is very unusual. So let's just go back, I think. Yes, let's go back. This is so unusual to let my knight on f5. Why is the guy doing that? This is crazy. This is just crazy to play chess like that. Wow. So we have queen f4, knight f5, for example. We can go also here on d3. He takes. We have knight on f5. It looks just very, very bad for black. Of course, it is a fight. Obviously, this is a very fighting position, but it looks just terrible. So, should we go with the move queen f4? Because in case he takes, we're gonna take. This looks very, very good. I don't know. Queen on d3 also looks very, very good. So, which one should I choose to play? Let me know in the comment section. What would you do? Queen f4 or queen on d3? Both is looking very, very interesting. I think I'm gonna play the move queen on f4 because I am avoiding this knight on d5, knight on f5. Still, oh, he still takes. Whoa. What is his point? I don't understand the moves of black, like zero. It looks like just terrible what the guy is doing, because now we have this play here on the G file for free. Why to do that with black? What is the idea? I don't know. So let me go maybe with the queen on h3. I would like to get knight on f5. He plays immediately e6. So sometime we might be able to sacrifice, but there is no need to do it immediately. We have moves like, for example, bishop f4 and taking the pawn as well. The rook might get over e3 into the attack. This looks terrible for black. We have also bishop h4. Not a bad play at all. So what should I do here? Or get first the rook into the game? Maybe get the rook into the game first. Let's play the move, because somewhere the pawn will be hanging, so I like to get all the pieces into the game first. I think you know this already. This is my favorite, to get the pieces into the game, and then let's see what happens. Rook on c5. The guy is playing moves I would just never guess. Literally never, because I don't understand the moves of black. This move at least I understand, but before I have no idea why he was playing this kind of crazy moves. Now we go bishop h4, I think, because it's very difficult to defend this position with the black pieces. He plays immediately rook e5, but how he does it? How he knows that I'm gonna play bishop h4 to play instantly rook e5? I don't understand how to be so quick. Okay. And in case I take and take, what is gonna happen? I don't know. So he wants to... No, he doesn't. Okay, let's go. But he plays like instantly. This is strange, because to play instantly, it means he knows that I'm gonna play there. But how he can know that? Idea is to take. And I take, he goes with the move queen on b2, so he thinks that after taking, he's not getting mated for some reason. Wow. just amazing. I'm amazed by the play of my opponent because this is crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's see if he is correct. Also, he's very lucky that I cannot take the bishop and just checkmate the guy. Okay, so we have to take the rook. And in case of rook to d3, what is a way to survive the rook to g3? I don't understand that again. There is probably some tactic that I don't see because rook d3, there is a check, we go knight on c1. So we have the checkmate coming on g3, and there's some survival, seems like, because he's playing instantly. What could be the survival play here with black? What happens after rook on d3? Is it not just a checkmate, or am I blundering something here? I don't know. I literally don't know. Maybe there is a trick, but how he sees these tricks, I don't see nothing. Okay, let's go with the move for rook on d3 because I don't see how to escape from rook to g3 next. The guy is playing instantly. He spends 0 time, but this is too high level chess for me because to play moves he does so quickly, it makes just no sense because the whole position looks like so shaky. This is crazy because we could have taken as well on f6, and it was looking like very nice position. So now, of course, I would like to give him a checkmate, and there is no checkmate. Oh, the queen goes back. What a blunder by me. What a blunder by me. Terrible. I'm blundering once again. This is pity. This is pity because terrible blunder. I should never have done that because I forgot that the queen goes to h7. This is the disaster. What a blunder. Okay, let's go back. Still, we're doing very well here, but what a blunder. I saw there is no escape, and yeah, he has his queen h7. So let's go. Still, we're doing very well, so it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We are fighting. We are still having a good position, but it seems like the guy is just too quick for me because I don't understand the moves he does. He does them so fast, and okay, is it not just a checkmate here? h6 is coming next. What is his idea? I cannot understand the moves of my opponent. So I play the move h6, and now what? He has a rook takes or what? He has rook takes. Oof, I forgot about that. h6 was terrible. This was terrible. This was just a terrible move, but okay, we're playing against an opponent that is just a beast. Because every move he does is just incredible. I think he takes with a pawn. Why with a pawn? Why not with a rook? No, but I cannot understand like nothing in this game because he could have taken with a rook, I think, and I should have taken back, and this is probably just lost for white. I don't know what is going on in this game because I don't understand this game at all. Before it seems like we are completely winning, then I forgot about this defense. Queen h7, alright, and now it seems like we are winning again, I think. Very strange game. Very strange game. So it looks like here there is no defense for black, so yeah. I will be winning the current game, but this is crazy. I understood nothing in our game. He plays so fast, it looks so bad what he does, and everything is working. Now he's giving me the queen. Okay. So he's going to play a position with the queen down, or what is the point of this? Yes, he plays a position, just a queen down. We have to give him a checkmate. Okay, let's play first this queen c2, just in case that he has no tricks with the pawn. So let's win the game in a safe way. But what a crazy game, man. I understand nothing in the current game. Nothing, like... Everything's so weird, so strange, makes no sense. Let's get the rook to attack the pawn on f7. We are so close to win the game. f5. Let's attack the bishop. Next we're gonna take the pawn on e6. Okay, the pawn is taking on e6. In case you like my comments, like and subscribe to VChess, to the most objective chess channel on YouTube, because here we are speaking the truth. So if I cannot understand the game, I'm just saying I cannot understand the game. I am not good enough for this kind of weird game. We are winning the game, but this was just crazy. I understood nothing in the game, like literally nothing. It is one of the very, very rare cases where I would like to check the game with an engine, because this looks just crazy. I mean, very abnormal game, and many moves are just so weird. So let's check one time with an engine this kind of crazy game, because okay, first we're doing better. This is the opening, this is clear. g6, very strange continuation, but it is one of the first lines. All right, so we have bishop g7, knight on d5. I think pretty logical. So he takes and plays knight f6, queen f3, also normal. c3, I'm defending the line. Now queen on b6. Okay, quite a logical play. Queen on b6, I think. Now rook on e2, normal. h6, g5. This is insane to give me the f5 square. This is just crazy. I mean, a guy is so strong. How he can give the f5 square? g4. He takes on d5, so he gives me the g4, but already the engine also gives. Very, very strange, because it looks like it is game over. Now e6. Okay, this is logical. Rook c5 is a difficult play. Rook e5, a tempo played by the guy, but it is first line. This is crazy. I mean, this is insane, because how he knows that I'm gonna play the move bishop h4? To play immediately the move rook e5, because it's played within 2 seconds. I mean, just to execute even the move physically is not easy in 2 seconds. This is insane. So I'm taking, and now he takes on b2, so he plays just the first line. Position is more or less equal, which is weird, because I thought I can take, at least it's better. I played rook d3, which is a mistake. So he sees this only move, by the way. He sees that I don't have rook on g3 because of this queen h7. Okay, this is what I missed. I go back. Rook c8, the best. b5, the best. No, but okay, this is a joke. I mean, look at this. Look at that. He plays also all instantly. This is unreal. This is just unreal. He plays the move b4 also instantly, and now after h6. So this is what I told you, that rook takes c3 is winning. He plays bc and just gives me the game. No, but he did it on purpose. 30 seconds thinking, then to play bc. We saw the move bishop, we saw the move rook takes c3. And yeah, he plays bc, gives me the game, but he did it on purpose just not to get banned. Because this kind of level of play, especially the speed, this is impossible to play rook e5 within 2 seconds. Like, no way. Because why you play the move rook on e5? Why do you play the move rook e5? Why not to play, for example, something like h5? Just defend the pawn, because the pawn is hanging. So you need to calculate that rook e5, I take. You have to see that rook d3 is not... There is no way of fighting the guy. This is insane just. This is just crazy. This is crazy. And of course, he is just giving us the game, so this was not serious. He just gives us a game, because he could have won the game, he sees he is winning, and then he makes a move after which he is lost. So yeah. Let's see, something happened with connection. Just a second, I see connection problems. Maybe now we will be doing better. Just a check. So, is the connection better now? Please let me know if we're doing better now with the connection. This was a crazy game. I mean, the level of play by the guy. This was just insane. Okay, in any case, let's go with the next game. But what a game! I'm very impressed by rook e5, played in 2 seconds, looks like complete disaster, and everything is working. This is incredible. This is incredible. Oh, thank you very much for letting me know. Now it's okay, yeah? This was okay. Now it's okay, yeah. Okay. By the way, 2 of our previous opponents from yesterday, they both got banned. So 2 guys got banned already from yesterday, and we're playing like 6-7 games. So more or less 30% got banned, and there is much more than 30% which is not getting banned. So this is insane what is going on in these 10-minute games. This is crazy. I don't know why people are so stupid to cheat online. What do you gain from that? This is pure stupidity, but this is the way it is. So we play the move d4, we have the move c5. It's possible. So here is the move d5, usually the main continuation. So let's proceed with the move d5. We have the move e6, a little bit weird opening. So let's go with the move e4. What is this opening? We are gaining space in the center almost instantly. d6. Let's give him a little check here on b5 just to see what is gonna happen next. Bishop on d7. Now we can take, or we can play the move a4 just to wait a little bit with taking, but taking is also looking so good because the knight takes, we can take on e6. This is clearly better. In case queen takes, where does the knight go? So, in case we take, we're doing very well, and we can play first a4, we also do very well. So let's just take, because I cannot imagine that this position is not much better for white. He takes with the knight, he gives us the chance to take on e6. Okay, let's take. How this position can be a playable position for black, I don't understand that. Knight goes here to f4. We are getting to the pawn on e6 very, very soon. So let's be patient with the move knight f4 next. These pawns are very weak. Knight on b6. Where does the knight go? Where does the knight go? No idea. No idea where the knight goes. We can go like bishop f4. Maybe there's idea of playing d5. Could it be the idea for black? Maybe d5. But also this is looking very, very strange. So we have to find now a good solution here. I think I like the move bishop f4 because we would like to get to the d6 pawn as fast as we can. I think good move. This cannot be a bad play, bishop f4. We're developing the pieces, we're aiming for the d6 pawn, so looks good, looks good. What do we have in the chat? Good evening to every one of you. I see in the chat, okay, Santos, we already said hello. And then Bean is here as usual. Welcome, Bean. We have L9669 also here with us, almost on every stream. Chess Enjoyer is now very active. HiDBM as usual, very, very active. Who else do I see in the chat? Very good, very good. So, let me think a little bit about the position, because if I read the chat, my head not working. Let's see after the e5, what can we do here? This looks not bad, because where does the knight go? Now on d7, this knight on b6, not so good. We have this knight on b5 idea also here. Very active. How to defend the square c7, by the way. No idea how to defend the square on c7. Is there a defense, or is it just to win straight away? How to defend after knight on b5? No idea. I don't know. So I will be playing knight on b5 because there's knight c7, and where's the defense against it? To play something like king f7. Wow. This would be, I think, should be a better play for white with the king on f7. So, is there something else except king on f7? I don't think there is something else, so we can expect king on f7. So let us think what we do next. We have the move e5 still on our list of nice moves. So we have e5, we can just simply take, then do the short castle. Also looks not so bad, because usually when we have king on f7, we would like to open the position as much as we can. So we are keeping the push. Knight takes e4. Wow, very unexpected. Okay, let's go knight c7 check. Next we're gonna take the rook. We are exchange up, so I think this is a much better position for white, because how it should be not much better. We are exchange up. Yes, he has a pawn, but we are doing so safe here with the king on g1. I don't know. Looks like a much better position, but why he took on e4? I think he should have gone king on f7, because here it looks not so good for black, in my opinion. King on d7. No. This cannot be a good play. Queen on a8, completely out of the game. Wow. Okay, let's continue. Knight on g3. We offer him this little change of the pieces. Knights might be changed. We have exchange up. King is on d7. We are doing very well in the current game. So let's go, let's go, let's go. White is doing better. Still, position, of course, is very complex. He takes. I think I should be taking with the h-pawn, because who knows? Maybe it's gonna be useful, and I can think about, in theory, to castle longside, just to go against the king on d7, because king is so poorly positioned on d7. Bishop here. Bishop is getting eventually to f6, but maybe we have the move bishop on e5 first, no? Just to avoid attacking the pawn. Maybe also just queen g4, bishop f6, long castle is looking very, very powerful as well. Let's go with this. I like to get my pieces first into the game. Bishop e5, I think it was a good decision as well, but why not here? Look at this. Next, rook on e1. Next, maybe let's change the bishop. Maybe let's play the move bishop e3. Let's see what will happen next, but this is looking like a great position. Also, the rook from h8 cannot be moved at the moment because we have the h7 targeted. To my understanding, we are doing extremely well here. This is like very, very good position for white. I don't see any counter chances here for black, at least not immediately. Now we have targeted the pawn h7, so he has to lose a tempo somewhere. We might be going rook e1 with the idea bishop e5, which is also looking very good. Just change the bishop g7 under attack. Knight on b6 cannot go to c4 because of rook takes d5 at the moment. So, oh, we have also another very nice idea. Take a look at this move. Rook h5, so I'm targeting the pawn on the e5. Very, very beautiful. This is a huge move, actually. I like this rook h5 so much because it is just so beautiful. Such a beautiful move. Of course, we don't really need the beauty, but in any case, it is a very, very beautiful move. Maybe more easy just to play the simple move rook e1. Next, we have queen e2 in case of h5. So this is looking like a great position. By the way, I think my internet is hanging once again. I hope the connection is stable because I feel that it's a little bit again unstable. Yeah, sorry for that, but there's nothing I can do against it. Now the queen wants to get to b5. e6 is under attack. Bishop e5 is still available, so we have many good options here. For white, we have a very, very good position, yeah. I think we are winning. I think that we are winning. Let me read the chat a little bit. What do we have here? So let me read. What do we have in the chat? Queen on f7. I think we are winning now with the next move, and before we have a winning move, I like to push this f. So let's push the f because we have a winning move here. I give you 15 seconds to find the move. In case you see the solution, please write it in the chat. So white is winning with the next move. What is the next move? And of course, welcome everyone to VChess who is new here. We have educational streams with some entertainment. So like and subscribe to VChess. So the next move is queen b5. To those of you who found the move queen on b5, very, very good. This check here, little hidden check. King goes to d8. Now we're gonna, I think, just take the pawn, but there is a little trick. Bishop takes b2. Ooh, this would be not so good because then we have to play king b1. Yes, still we are better, but this would be not the best. So obviously, first we're gonna avoid this bishop takes b2. This trick, so nasty. We can avoid it by playing simple move bishop e5, I think. Looks like a good way to avoid all the tricks of black. We have, of course, move like king b1 also feels very, very safe. I like the move king b1, by the way. Maybe matter of taste, but king b1 is good. c5 is under attack. It is going to fall. There's nothing black can do about it. We have this additional bishop on d6. We have additional c4 push in case we would like to checkmate black instantly. So we have a lot of different ways to proceed here. c4 played by our opponent. I think now it's time to take the dark squares under control, I would say. Bishop takes b6 is looking like a serious threat. Is there a way to avoid actually the checkmate immediately? Not so easy. We have also the idea queen a5 to get to the a7 pawn in case we find nothing instant. So we have a couple of ways to proceed here with the attack. King on c7, good play, good defense by our opponent. Okay, let's give another check, so we're gonna play it over different move order. I think he has to go back in any case, so there is nothing better. So we're gonna change the move order. I am not gonna play the move bishop e3, I will be playing over queen a5. So we have the pin here, and I would like to take the pawn on a7. We are changing the move order. Queen on d7, he gives me the pawn on a7 because of queen on b5. Very good play by my opponent. He's fighting like a lion, yeah. He's really a great fighter, we have to admit. Now, let's go with the move bishop e3, maybe, because now this is under attack, everything here. But our opponent is fighting very, very strong. I saw that's already game over, but this queen d7, great defense. Maybe still I could have taken queen on b8, but I was not sure if I should do that. So we have the move d4. I think now we can take on d4 and play the move c3. So this is finally the end of the game. Let's double check if I am correct. I think I am, so let's... Is it so? Is it bishop takes d4? I think it is. I don't see some defense here for black, so I will be taking here. I think bishop takes is forced, and then we play the move c3. So we have here the master pin. It's not just the king, it is king plus queen. King on b8, alright. So this looks, of course, like a winning position now. We are able to take the bishop here. The pawn on a7 is under attack. He resigns. I think a nice game. I don't know why he gave us the exchange. Let's offer a rematch, because I think it's fair to give a rematch to a fair fighter. And he is definitely a fighter. Also, he resigns when he's lost. So this is a fair player. Let's go with the next game. d4, knight on f6. Let's see what is going to happen next. Knight of 3. Let's go with the King's Indian. So, in case you see you like my comments and the games we're playing here, like and subscribe to VChess. You can check out our nice app. We have it for Google Store and Apple Store, or just check out the shorts. Beautiful shorts on endgames, in case you like to get some new ideas on the endgames. I think not so bad. Now our opponent is changing everything. It's a bit strange strategy, because why to go for this sort of endgame with the white pieces, I don't know, to be honest. I think black is just doing excellent here. We have simple move h6 because there is no knight on d5, because there is a pawn on c7 is protected, so we don't need to worry about it. On the other hand, bishop on g5 is not doing much, so we can play the simple move rook on e8. Defending the pawn on e5. Next move is going to be the move c6. Then we get the knight over c5 to e6. This is usually what is happening in King's Indian. This kind of endgames are usually perfectly okay for black, except there is something by force that can be done. But here, after the move c6, hard to imagine that there is something that white is capable of doing to immediately crush black. And in case there is no immediate crush, we are doing well. The next idea is to get the knight on e6. So let's play the move knight on c5. We are attacking the pawn on e4, and as mentioned, we would like to get the knight on e6. So let's see how we will be doing in this endgame. Bishop takes. Oh, we are having now the bishop pair. b4. So here I think we are already doing slightly better. We have this knight on b3 attacking the rook on a1. Next move is going to be knight on d4. Beautiful knight on d4. This knight cannot be moved. So to my understanding, black is doing now already a little bit better. Next is going to be the move a5. So we have to get our pieces into the game. a5 is usually the right way to get the pieces into the game, because the rook starts immediately being very active. On the other hand, rook on d2. Maybe he would like to sacrifice the exchange, but I think this is good for us. That's alright. Maybe first bishop on e6, because we would like to win the pawn on c4. So the threat is to take and just to win the pawn. This move a5 eventually is the right idea, but let's play it next. Bishop goes away. Oof. What a position. Let's go with the move a5 as promised. Also, this is looking so nice because we get the knight and we have this monster here. Should we go with the move bishop g4? Looks like a good move, but I think the move a5 is also so tempting, because we start to play on the both flanks, left and right. We have the bishop pair, and for example, here's a move b5. Of course, it's normal, but somewhere we'll have the chance to play bishop e7 and just to collect the pawn on a3. It is not right now, but in the future. So currently we are still able to play the move bishop g4. Clearly gives black excellent play, but I think maybe we should just play the move rook on d8. Looks quite nice, I would say. We can always play the move c5 to support the knight, but personally I would like to get this bishop e7 in the right moment. And I think in case we get bishop e7, it's gonna be very difficult to defend upon an a3. So step by step we are getting to a position that is gonna be very difficult to defend here with a white color. And we are just move 18, we started our endgame just 10 moves ago. You see how fast it can go. It's almost like a mating attack. So endgames are nice. Many think that endgames are so boring. In my opinion, endgames are not boring at all. So, should we take with a pawn or should we take with a rook? I think we can do both. So, let's think about. We take with a pawn. Where's the knight goes? Knight goes to a2, but then we take. So, I don't know. Should we take with a pawn or should we take with a rook? Both is just looking so good here for black. So, hard to take a decision because we're doing just much better. Maybe the idea is to play knight on e2, but I think we take, knight d4. Then we are, of course, doing better here with black, but is it just a winning position? Not yet. Maybe let's go with the move rook takes d4, but I think it does not really matter. So let's go with the move rook on d4. Because I think we might be able to win some material just very soon. How to defend the current position? Knight goes to a4, but I think now we have a winning continuation here for black. So I'm pushing the F button. Boom! Every time you see the F, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, black to play. Black is winning. What is the next move by black? Please write it down in the chat in case you see the solution. Excellent. So, you can think for yourself. Black plays and ends the game. So basically we're just move 21. We started the endgame a little bit more than 10 moves ago and already it is a game over. In case you manage to find the win, excellent. So I will be playing now the win. I'm taking the pawn on b5 and white cannot take back. Okay, he takes anyway, but we have now the move bishop on b3. Collecting the knight on a4 and that's it. That's it. So, in case you could find it in the chat and very good. Very good. You are already quite a good chess player. These are the good news. So I think after bishop b3, it's just resignation. Yeah, our opponent just resigns and yeah, we are winning the game. He wants another one. Okay, let's go. The last game against the same opponent. Last time we played d4 against him. Let's go with the move e4 now. Just to change a little bit. French defense. Let's go with the French. Knight on f6, bishop on g5. I like this bishop on g5. French feels so natural, and we are going to play once again the move h4. By the way, for those of you who are interested in the French defense, check out the move h4. It is so nice to play with the white pieces, in my opinion. We are just pushing, and black has to be very careful to defend in the current position. Now, we play the move knight on h3, so we're not going knight on f3, we go knight on h3. Why do we play it? Because you will see very soon we'll get our queen very active here on g4. Knight on c6, unusual, because normally you should play the move c5. Now, can we go with this knight on b5, trying to get the pawn on c7? Is it the right play? I think it's a very interesting play. Knight on b5. We would like to take the pawn on c7, and in case queen d8 is forced, I think we're doing well. Knight on b6 is played, so both knights now out of the game. We have the option of c3 or the option of a4 or the option of queen on g4. He's getting ready eventually for the move f6, maybe. Not sure, because we are going to take. He has to take with the pawn c7. Pawn is still under attack. So dangerous. Let's go with the move queen on g4. We are playing this kind of aggressive chess now. Very, very aggressive chess. The rook is ready to get inside the game. Knight on g5 is coming. g6. Is it time to play the move knight f4 and then just to bank something on g6? Or is it time to play knight on g5, knight takes h7 and knight on f6? Looks so dangerous for black, everything. We should be able to do something very evil to our opponent in the current position, but we have to be precise. We have to be precise because there's still this a6 coming next, so we have to play very, very dynamic chess here. Let's think a little bit. What could we do here? Maybe knight on g5. There's h5. We go back. a6 and maybe some crazy sacrifice like knight on d6 is working. Maybe we have knight takes f7. Also, this is insane, but it might work. Knight f4, a6. We play bishop takes. He has to take the knight. Can we somehow deliver a checkmate? I don't see it. That's why we will be playing the move knight on g5. Knight on g5 seems to be the best. So, h5, as we saw it, now we have to think. There is queen on g3, knight takes f7 is the idea. Or queen f4, and we have multiple ideas here after queen on f4, so we have to choose. We have to choose wisely in the current position, because quite important. Queen f4 is good move in any case, because it's a long-term compensation. Even a6, we have nothing by force, but we can just play on. In case we're playing something like queen on g3, it would force us to sacrifice on f7, and is it a good sacrifice actually? Difficult to say. It might be good, but it might be terrible. Let's think about. So, queen on g3, there is this move a6, we take. I think king takes is only. We will be taking bishop takes g6, there is king f8 only. We play the move rook h4, rook f4. It might be a checkmate. It might be a checkmate, but maybe it will be not a checkmate. Then we are completely crushed. So, should we risk it? Or should we play the safe queen on f4? Let me know in the chat, what would you do? Would you go for this kind of craziness with the move queen on g3 and most probably next move knight f7? Or would you just play the safe queen on f4? And long term we are doing well, so this is just a normal game. What should I do here? I don't know. I don't know if to go crazy or just to be in a safe, little better position. Difficult to say. Very, very difficult to say what is better. I think maybe let's go crazy. Let's go crazy. This is what I feel. I might be wrong, but let's go. Let's go with the move queen on g3. This is going to be a crazy game because next we will be banging here on f7. And let's see what happens. I think he has to play the move a6 because not to hunt away the knight from b5. This would mean that black is just having a terrible position. We have ideas like rook h4, rook f4 also coming next. Very, very nice maneuver, which gives, I think, fantastic play to white. So we can expect him to play the move a6. I don't think there is something else. And we will be banging on f7, and then let's see what happens. So, crazy game is in front of us. I see in the chat different characters in the chat. So, let's see. Knight on d8. Oh, he is not going for the main line. Well, now we are doing, of course, great here. We can relax a little bit. Still, we have to play good moves. So, let's go with a good move. And what is the next good move? I think the move rook h4. As we said, this looks beautiful. Look at this beautiful rook on f4. We're gonna make some heavy pressures there. Still, he needs move like a6 to get rid of the knight. We are just simply going back. Structure pretty safe. We have the rook f4 idea, then we can still sacrifice on f7. So yeah, I think we're having a very, very good position here. And it seems like we made our opponent afraid with our queen on g3. So finally a good decision, but it was a risky play, I have to admit that. What do we have in the chat? I see crazy queen g3, go crazy. Okay, in case you like my comments and games, like and subscribe to Vix, not to miss this kind of streams. Let's go. And bishop on d7. Our opponent tries to be safe, and of course this is making sense. Eventually the bishop is going to b5. This is a good idea, especially in case I long castle, there's bishop b5. That's why maybe let's prevent all these tricks. And a4, a5, queen on b4, somewhere as possible. We have this king on d2, but I don't know if we should play it. So maybe let's go first with the move rook f4. So we are getting ready eventually to play knight takes f7 in a good moment. Oh, rook f8 is not the best. Oh, our opponent is missing a beautiful move. It's time for the f. Boom. White to play. What should we play next? I think the solution is here, very straightforward. So, white to play. What should we do next? Let me know in the chat if you see the next beautiful move by white. We are doing very well here, and I think that the next move is giving just a huge advantage to white, maybe even decisive advantage. What is the next move? I will be waiting 10 more seconds, then I will be playing the move because we are a little bit out of time. So I will have to play quicker. Knight on h7, excellent. To those of you who saw this move, very good. We are attacking the rook on f8, and simultaneously there is this knight f6. So finished. The game is done basically. It will be very difficult for black to come back from this kind of error. Very good. I see the chat. Excellent. Knight h7. Very good. Not such an easy move to play, but we have a strong chat here. Chat sees everything. Chat sees everything. What a strong chat. Okay, now queen on b4, attacking here the pawn on b2. So maybe I will be playing very conservative chess now. I think I might give a checkmate, by the way. We give a check. This queen on g5, and that's it, no? Because in case we have a choice between giving checkmate and to play on, I think we should just give a checkmate. I think it's over. So we give a check. This is a must. Next move is queen on g5, and I think that's it. It's going to be a checkmate because we would like to take the d5 pawn, double check here against the black king. That's over. That's over. We are giving a checkmate to our opponent, and very beautiful checkmate, by the way. Queen on g5. Knights out of the game. Queen wants to take on b2, but it's too late. Double check here. Queen e7 with a checkmate. That's it. That's it. Our opponent resigns this game. Really nice one. So you can try this opening with h4 for yourself. Quite an interesting play, in my opinion. Let's start the new game immediately. So we played enough games against the same opponent. It would be maybe too much to play the same guy again and again. Or should we play against the same opponent? He challenged me again. Okay, let's play last game against the same opponent, because it would be just not fair. He wants maybe to come back or something. So let's go with the move knight f3 this time. Knight on c6. Oof. Okay, so let's go with the move d4. The guy plays instantly the move d5. If this is a good opening, not so sure. So g3, knight f6, bishop g2. Why we play bullet, by the way? What is that? He offered me a bullet game? I didn't see we are playing a bullet game. Okay, I thought he gives me a normal offer. Why he offers bullet? Okay, let's play one bullet game just for fun. And of course, I'm not playing bullet at all, like zero. And I didn't see that we're playing bullet. Wow, what a surprise. I didn't see that. funny. Funny that we are suddenly playing bullet game. I thought we play this normal rapid, but no, we're playing a bullet game. So let's see if I have a little chance in a bullet game, but my connection is also not perfect for playing bullet games. Still, let's fight. Let's fight. Let's get the queen into the attack. Let's go. Let's go. So here we will be taking. We play the move bishop g5. I will be trying to make some kind of crazy attack now with a king on g2 move. We are playing a bullet game, which I literally never do. Oh, I blundered the pawn. All right. Can we take here? Also, my connection is terrible, so... Oh, I'm losing. I'm not good in this. Oh, he gave me such a tricky check on d3. I didn't see why he offers me to play bullet. I never play bullet. I didn't see that. Okay. And also we started like minus 20 seconds. Otherwise, maybe I would have a little chance. And yeah, my pink is terrible. Okay, I don't know why he offered me a bullet, because we played 15 minutes and then he offers me a bullet game. What a tricky guy. I don't play bullet. I didn't see that we are playing bullet, yeah. Okay. That's it. Enough of bullet. We will be playing 10-minute game next, because, okay, this bullet is just terrible. So it's not what we want to do here, to play some bullet games. Next game, let's go. Should we play the King's Indian? Because last time it was nice to play the King's Indian. Let's go with another King's Indian. By the way, I don't know if Grand Minor, you're here with us or you're not here. So, Grand Minor, in case you're here with us, let's play maybe the next game. Let me know in the chat if you are here, Grand Minor. Big supporter of our channel, always here with us, always trying to help. And let me see the chat if Grand Minor is here with us. So, we have knight on e2. Let's go with the move h6 first, because let's see where the bishop is going to go. He goes away to e3. We have different ideas here for black. I like the idea to play the move b5 next. So, this is something that I will be doing. d5. No, knight on e5. Quite typical. So, knight is having this kind of c4 attack. b5 eventually, c5 eventually. We will be pushing here with black. Everything will go forward. This is a way to play King's Indian. Actually, it's strange that this is called King's Indian defense, because I think the correct way to say would be King's Indian attack, because black is attacking all the time in the King's Indian, so why to call something like this a defense feels a little bit strange. Let's go b5. King's Indian attack. No mercy. We will be pushing against the king on e1 with all we have. So we're gonna explode the center of white, step number 1. We can do it by playing, for example, c6 or e6. Both is looking very interesting. Should we play the move c6 or e6? I don't know, because both is looking good. Also, the move bishop a6 is looking very interesting, because he has to take the knight from e to c3. And then we might be doing something in the center. But maybe let's go with the move e6. I like to play e takes d5, because in case we get this e takes d5, this would be bad news for white. So let's go with a King's Indian attack. Alright, Grand Minor seems to be not with us today. So the next on the list is Captain Vix. Captain Vix, are you here? So it will be Captain James versus Captain Vix. Captain Vix not here? No, Captain Vix is also not here. The next in the list is L9669. I see L, you are here, so active today. So L, what you think about a rapid game? Let me know in the chat. If you would like to play a game, L69 9669. Let me know, please, if you would like to have a game. Captain Vix is here. So Captain Vix is here. Excellent. Okay, then Captain Vix, please challenge me immediately after the game will be over. And please write down your account name, because otherwise I don't know how to find you. Because usually there are many challenges, so I'm not sure then who is who. Let's go Bishop e6, so we're playing for this kind of active development. Knight on d4, I think usually Bishop on d7 is the right way to play. Also this Knight takes e4 looks crazy interesting. Should we give the piece? Too much, it's too much. No, we have to stay calm. This is too much of an excitement to sacrifice a piece in the center. Possible, but this would be too crazy, I think. So let's just go back, Bishop d7, let's get ready for the c5, d5, and to push, push, push. Alright, alright. Captain Vix has a very strong name, as I can see. F pawn star. Not bad. I mean, you have a huge name, man. What a huge name. And here we have a winning continuation. It's time to push the F button. So soon we're gonna play against the F pawn. And now we can push the F because it is black to play and black can win in the current position. Try to think for yourself. Black is winning. And obviously, never be afraid of playing. It's not important. If you are just a beginner, you are a club level player, you are higher than that, it's not important. Because we are here to learn something and we are here to enjoy the beautiful game of chess. So you cannot be good in everything. It just does not work. So let me know your opinion. Black to play. Black can win the game here with the next move. In case you see the solution, please write it down. I will be waiting for another 20 seconds because it's not so easy. So I give you 20 seconds more to find the solution here. All right, let's go. Solution c5, beautiful move. In case you saw the move c5, excellent, because this is not an easy win. This is not an easy win, c5, so good, because the knight has to go away. And we take on b5, so the bishop has to take back, then we give this check on a5 and we're winning the bishop on b5. So if you saw this, very good. Very, very good. So not easy at all. All right. I see actually in the chat, yeah, very good. To see the things like that quickly, excellent. Queen on a5, and yeah, this is typical for King's Indian defense, which I think it's fair to call attack. Because we are always pushing in the King's Indian, we are never defending in the King's Indian because we have no space. So from the very, very beginning in the King's Indian, we are obliged to push. We don't have a choice. So why to call it King's Indian defense? I don't know. This is weird. Our opponent likes to take the pawn, but it is not working here. Another little trick, knight on g4, because in case pawn takes, we have knight takes e4 with a family fork. This is a family fork here. So I think it's gonna be game over very soon, and we are able to start the game against the pawn. against the f-pawn. Captain Vix, the f-pawn. So, we can take on e4. Next, we're gonna collect the rook on a1. It looks like it is a game over. Yep, it is game over. Our opponent just resigns. All right, let's go with a daily game against our VChess friends, VChess supporters. Please, f-pawn, it's time to send me a challenge so we can begin the 10-minute game. It is next game, Captain James against Captain Vix. Two captains. The fight of the captains is what we're going to see next. So let's see how the fight is going to be. Please, where is the pawn? Captain Vix, it's time to challenge me. F-pawn star, where are you? No, where? I don't see still the challenge by Captain Vix. Captain Vix disappeared. In the most important moment, Captain Vix just left the ship. He abandoned the crew. So, I will be waiting a little bit more for the captain, and then it will be a game against L9669. I don't know why Captain just left. Captain left the ship. What is this? This is strange. This is strange. Okay, Captain, what to do? You left the ship. We have to sail on. So next is L9669. Please let me know your nickname and challenge me, please, for a 10-minute game. It's not important how good you are. Just have fun. Just enjoy. You are supporting us so much here on the VChess channel. So let's play a game. Just enjoy it. So, L is a beginner, no problem. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be a professional. It's not important how strong you are. It makes no difference. What is the account name of L? Please let me know. L, what is your account name? I don't see the account name of L, or maybe you know, some of you, what is the account name of L, because I have a lot of challenges, so otherwise I will play somebody else, because I don't see who is L. Welcome everyone to VChess, of course. Like and subscribe. We're doing here daily educational streams. Yeah, both of them disappeared. Bean, what is going on with them? With Bean, it was so nice. So last time I say, Bean, let's play a game. Bean says, yes, of course. Why not? It was so easy. Now we have Captain Vix disappearing. L also disappeared. All right. All right. Vix says, can you challenge me? Come on, man. Come on, man. If you want to play a game, you should be able to create a challenge. Vix is back. Yeah, Bean, I see, but we have some suffer here with a challenge. Okay, let me play one normal game. Let's go with a normal game, 10 minutes, and next we will be playing Captain Vix. Maybe, Bean, you can help Captain to get the challenge option to help how it goes on chess.com. So we have the 4 knights opening against the Russian or Petrov defense, how it is called. So all is theory. We have the short castle, very normal. D6, very unusual, because now we have the move D4. We are taking on D4. Our opponent plays instantly. Once again, why everyone is playing so quick against me? I don't understand that. This is crazy. So I think we should be able to do much better here. Let's go. The move knight on f5. What a beautiful knight here. We are aiming to get the g7 pawn. Now we have to think. We have to think in the current position. I think bishop g5, no? Why not? Let's get the bishop here, so we have the beautiful pin. Is it not already game over? It might be already a very difficult position for black here, because how to get rid of this pin? It seems like it's not an easy task for black to do something here. Is there a way? Or is it just game over? Because if there is no way to stop the pin, then there is nothing to be done. I don't know why my opponent played so quickly. They all play so quickly in the opening, and then out of nowhere you're already almost last. Don't rush the things in the opening. This is what I can say again and again. Don't rush, even if you're sure you're making a good play, but still don't rush. Once you get a bad position, there is no comeback from that, so don't rush the things in the openings. Now our opponent is thinking, but maybe already a difficult position here for black. Captain Vix is ready or not ready? Captain says, I don't see the option to challenge. Yes, wait for me to finish the current game. I think then you will be able to see the option to challenge. We have the move d5. It's a pawn sacrifice by black. Okay. Pawn is a pawn. Of course, we can take it, and white is doing just much better, but it feels like we should have something more than just a pawn up, so I will be looking if I can find something more than winning a pawn, but I don't see something better than that, so I think I'm going for the position with a pawn up because it feels good to be a pawn up. On the other hand, there might be something else, because what is the next move by black? It might be something like knight on e7, which is alright. It gives us some time to do something else. Or should we just take the pawn? Alright, let's take the pawn. Let's take the pawn because... yeah, we should. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's win the pawn. And then let's think what we are going to play next. So we are winning the pawn. The bishop is under attack. Next, maybe we're gonna take the knight just back with the queen. And this is a much better position for white. So it's alright. We can fight in this position for a win. Bishop on b4. Maybe, but maybe we can try the move knight on e4. No, to take a pawn on b2 doesn't look realistic. So knight on e4, we are attacking the queen. Bishop on b4 is not doing too well in my opinion. So we are doing here great, great position for white. Let me read the chat. What do we have in the chat? L69 is saying, I think I want to try for one game. Okay, L, we've been asking you, we've been waiting for you for maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And nothing. So next game goes to Captain, and next game will be going to you, L, but first it is the Captain. So we have queen on b2. This is so dangerous play by our opponent. Wow. This is crazy to take the pawn here, because we have rook on b1, for example. Maybe he would like to take the second pawn. Is it possible to play like that? We can even take here. Also looks better, but I like the move f6 so much. I think f6 is looking just so great. Let's go. It's too tempting for me to play the move f6. Now the queen would like to checkmate. f6. Yes, sometimes in life we are just having this kind of temptation that we cannot avoid. So f6. I saw f6. I played f6. Rook on d8 with the idea of bishop f8. Very creative defense by our opponent. Very, very strong. Still, I think we should be able somehow to give a checkmate here. even though our opponent plays maybe the only possible defense. So very, very good play. Let's go with the move eventually Queen h5, because I don't see a defense. Here, is there a defense? How to defend the current position? There is this knight on g5 coming next. We have this move, bishop c4 coming next. Is there a way to defend the current position with the black pieces? We have also the move rook b1 coming next, just in case, because the bishop might be somewhere under attack. So many things here under attack for black, but he found already rook fd8, amazing defense. I thought it's already almost over, but rook on d8, very impressive defense. Now black has to do something special once again, because normal moves are not saving the game. So let's see. Queen takes c2. What is that? Wow. Queen on c2. So the idea is that he does not allow me to play bishop c4, because obviously he can take. But knight on g5, there's queen on g6. Whew. What a move by our opponent. He is one of the best defenders I have ever seen. But this is a bit... wow. So, what can we do here? We have this move queen on g4, which is giving obviously much better position to white, but it is not a checkmate. We would like to give a checkmate. How can I give a checkmate here? Is there a way to give a checkmate? Because yes, we are doing very much better. This is obvious, but much better means nothing. So we have to win the game. Maybe the best is to play queen g4, but I don't know. I don't like this queen on g4. Maybe there is something like knight e5 after. I mean bishop f8, but then knight on e5. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Let's go with queen g4, because I think the rest is not winning. There is this g6 also. I don't know. What should we do here? Queen g5? Maybe. Amazing defense, queen c2. I'm absolutely amazed. Also, he played so quickly the move queen on c2. What a defender. Rook fd8. Followed by queen takes c2, because I thought it's over. I thought we just won the game, but no, we did not. Now g6, also no bishop f8, but g6. So he is not scared to get checkmated. A bit unusual not to be scared. What should we do here? Something like f3, but this feels ugly to play the move f3. Maybe we should play rook e1, but it feels so complex. I don't like the move rook e1 so much, but maybe it is the best. Let's try it out, I think. But we are getting crushed. We are getting crushed. This rook fd8, queen takes c2. Amazing play by black. And currently we are still, I believe, having a good position here, but I think our opponent is just once again making zero mistakes. And yeah, this kind of play is amazing, because in the beginning he played quite poorly and it looked like it is a game over, but now he is completely back into the game with this amazing defense. Rook d8, queen on c2, phenomenal. Knight on d4, so he's not afraid of being checkmated. Okay, what can I say if someone is not afraid of checkmate? It's a very strong player, so what can I do here? I think rook e3 is sort of must play, because I don't see something better. But obviously we are getting outplayed. This is so dangerous, but also I have this queen h4, rook h3. I have so many threats. How to defend in a way against all the threats? Usually in a practical game you're just giving a checkmate, because you have so many threats, simultaneous threats. To defend against simultaneous threats is usually almost impossible. in a practical game, because there are just too many things that you have to defend at the same time, so it does not work. But our opponent, he can, seems like. Okay, still we have some chances here, but I think that maybe black is doing better already. Let's take, so we have the bishop under attack, we have the good knight. Still, it is not over, but I think black is doing better. Especially when you never blunder, of course, you're always going to win. Game without blunders is basically a win on every level. Let's see if we can maybe create a couple of threats to the black king, for example, by playing h4, h5. This is possible. We have to fight here for survival already. We're doing worse, I think. Maybe we are able to take the pawn and sort of fighting. Maybe a5, very unusual play, because why not to go back with the bishop, just defend the king. He doesn't need to defend the king. No need to defend at all. So what can we do in the current position? There is something like rook d1 coming next. This is so unpleasant. I think we have to move something like h4. I don't see something better, because h5 at least is giving us some counter chances. But of course, again, if he is able to play with zero mistakes, we will be not having any kind of chances. Let's try to checkmate. h5. This move a5 also very unusual, because okay, for example with black I would just go back immediately to f8, just defend the king. This is the most natural reaction of anyone who plays chess. Defend your king. b6, what is that? Wow, I don't understand this move like at all. What is b6? Why to play the move b6? This is impossible for the guy to play a rook fd8, queen takes c2, and then we have the move b6 on the board. This is a joke. This is a joke, so maybe now we will be crushing the guy in case he starts to play normal. But of course we don't know. We don't know. So now in case I take, there is queen takes and taking the pawn there, so I will be taking on g6 first. Probably he would like to take the rook, so I will be taking back with the queen. No, he doesn't. Wow. I cannot guess like even one move of my opponent here. To guess his move is impossible. So let's maybe take. I see that there will be a change of queens, but maybe we have a chance. So let's take. Next we will be playing king h2. Of course I see the move queen h5, but we will have some chances. So this is not an easy win in my opinion. In case there is no check, we have potentially here some chances for attack. So still the game is not over. Yes, it is still a difficult position for white, but bishop on d6. Wow. It's almost impossible to guess any of his moves. This is usually a very, very bad sign. When you cannot guess any of your opponent's moves and your opponent is not like way better than you, then something is going on, because I cannot guess any of his moves. Why to put the bishop on d6? What is the sense to provoke the move g3? Then the king goes to g2, it's gonna be just a safe king. Also, I might be able to take, and then we have this checkmate almost there, so I don't know. I don't understand the moves of my opponent, and again, usually when you cannot guess even an easy move, this is strange. Let's see what is going to happen next. We might still be not yet over, so let's fight. Bishop f8 now, so white to provoke me into g3. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Okay, let's go here. So the king is at least on a safe position, and maybe we are able at least to attack something here. I have this idea, of course, to get the queen, but I'm not sure if this is the best. Maybe let's go queen on c6. I hope to get the pawn on c7, maybe. So we are fighting for survival, obviously, but it's a fight. I think we should go for this endgame. It doesn't look so easy. I think so. So let's go for the endgame, because we have so active pieces. With a little bit of luck, we will be able to survive, or eventually even to flex the guy. So let's see. He's not taking the queen. What are you waiting for? I mean, there's nothing else. This is so weird. No, but okay. Of course, he should take the queen, but why to think about it? He has no time, he has no nothing. Why to think about taking the queen? There is just nothing else. Before, he played just the best moves all the time. Every move, best move. Now, you're thinking before taking queen. Come on. Come on. Let's get the g5. And we will be eventually crushing this guy on time. This would be wonderful to crush the guy on time. No, he would like to go bishop e5. Yeah, again, a very, very strong move by our opponent, but it is a fight, so let's get the pawn to g5. It's alright, we're getting ready to checkmate the guy somewhere next. How to fight in this position? It is a bad position. It is a very bad position, but we are not giving up. Let's get the rook here. Then we have some tricks that are coming next. Let's go. We are not having a good position, but we are having a brave heart. So, king f8 again, fantastic play by the guy. Every move is fantastic or very good. So, he has only two options. It is or very good or just amazing. So, let's go here. I think my only chance is to win on time, so I don't have simply other ways of proceeding in the current position. Yes, I see this, but I don't think I can do something about it, so let me just play quickly the moves. We are doing very, very bad. Yes, but we are fighting. Let's go here. Let's make it a long game. As long as the game, as bigger our chance. Little time left for the guy. So we are eventually a little bit back. Let's go here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 seconds for the guy. I'm very, very slow in all this bullet, etc. But maybe I will be fast enough to flag him. This would be fantastic to flag this guy. Such a pleasure. King on the 8, I don't understand, like zero moves of what is he doing. I cannot understand that. Bishop f4, out of nowhere, he's attacking my pawn. Okay, let's go. Let's fight. Let's get the pawn on f7. 14 seconds for the guy. Now we get knight on c6, check. Little check here for you. And check. And here, defending the a2 pawn, 7 seconds for the guy. This is looking like I'm gonna flag him. These are fantastic news, such a pleasure to flag the guy. King here. Position is a complete draw, but we are going to win the game. We are going to win the current game. 2 seconds left for the guy. Pawn is running. And we win on time. Fantastic, but what a defense by the guy. Come on. Playing in the beginning like, okay, it should be a short game. Then queen takes b2, queen takes c2, bishop c5, a5, b6. I mean, like, insane. Insane. And then he has a couple of pawns more. He is just he cannot play one solid move, and it will be just a game over for me. I mean, disgusting. What is that? This is just horrible, these people. Just horrible. I don't know why they all do this kind of things, because it's so obvious. Okay, F-Pawn Star, let's go. We have Captain versus Captain in the next game. Stay with us. I already clicked on accepting. Let's go, let's go. Wait, we don't see the next game. Here we go. We play against Captain Vix, supporter of VChess. Captain, please turn off the sound. So you will be playing for yourself. In case you like my comments and the games, like and subscribe to VChess. We are building here a beautiful chess community of smart people, of objective comments. No kids just writing something out of the reason of writing. So join us. You will be happy, and I hope that we have a lot of nice ideas as well. Positional play, openings, tactics, and I hope to see in the chat big support for Captain Vix, please. Captain Vix, need your support in the chat. Make some noise for the captain. F-Pawn Star. What a name. Okay, still the move bishop e5 is pretty good here. This is all theory, nothing new here. Usually with black we have knight on d4, we have bishop g7. This would be the normal answers in the current position. Let's see what captain is going to do. So we have two captains playing. Who is the better captain? Captain James with the white pieces and Captain Vix with the black pieces. BC, good play, good play. For the moment, excellent play by Captain Vix. Let's see what is the next move of the captain. This is not so good because the bishop is not doing much on a6. It's usually better to keep the bishop on this diagonal. So let's say there's a nice move d6, there's a nice move e5, but to put the bishop on a6 is not the best. Now I will be having my rook on e1. So why bishop a6 is not so good? Because again, during the opening or first moves of the game, try to play central game, and the central game has to be based on the, of course, central development of the pieces. So as you can see, the bishop on a6 is not doing much. Why is the bishop there? And this gives to white excellent play. Now e6 also pretty dangerous. We have the option of playing this move e5, and next knight on e4 is coming, so the squares are gonna be weak, and look at the bishop on a6, completely out of the game. So never do this to your pieces. Try to keep the pieces in the center if of course possible. Once your pieces are so much out of the center, it means they're out of the game. So this is violating the general terms of a chess game. Try to be central always. Fight for the center during the first moves. I see funny comment, Captain Texas is the best captain. Alright. Captain Vix is our subscriber, yeah, exactly. So, we have knight on f5, avoiding the knight on d6 idea and the idea of knight f6. Good move. Excellent move. Now I can take the pawn and attack the bishop, but I think even better is to play the move d3. White d3 might be even better. We would like to get here with our bishop. So we're aiming for the black king. We are going to attack. We have options like g4 next, which is also looking good. So I will be trying to attack the king of Captain Vix, and it's gonna be not easy to defend. The next attack by white might be very, very dangerous. Let's see, of course. So we have the short castle as we expected. Here comes the move bishop on g5. The bishop was beautiful here, attacking the queen, and next we will try to be very, very strong on the dark squares. So the idea is eventually to deliver a checkmate or to play the move g4 somewhere, but I believe that we should aim for a checkmate. We have idea like this, for example, and get the rook here over the fourth rank. Let's try. So we give a check. Maybe also bishop f6 was looking good, but I believe knight f6 is also not so bad. Ooh, to take is very dangerous. I think king h8 was the only way to play for black, because now all the squares so weak and the material is still equal. So bishop takes f6. This is not good. In case you have this King's Indian bishop on g7, we should all remember the words of Guffeld, Grandmaster Guffeld, who said, "Till my bishop is alive, I am alive." So don't give up on the bishop on g7. This is not the best. Next is b2 pawn under attack, but we would like to get the g4 push. So I think we can play the move queen on d2. We are getting ready to get the queen to h6. We have the move g4, and I think g4 is enough. In case g4 will be not enough, we have rook on e4. d6 is the right idea, but I think it is just too late. We have the move g4 on the board, and queen on h6 is coming next, so very dangerous position for black. So let's see what we have in the chat. By the way, because I promised already, so next game, in case you are here, L9669, are you here? In case you are here, I will make today an exception, and I'm gonna play 2 games against our VChess family. So in case L, you are here, please tell me your nickname and we will be playing the next game. Just let me know, L, in the chat, please. We will be having the next game. In case you're new to VChess, like and subscribe. We are having educational channel here. We are analyzing different ideas. We are trying to build a smart chess community, and I think it's going extremely well. We have very good people in the chat. We have people who are getting better so quickly. You can speak to Bean about it. I think Bean will be soon a very good chess player, making a hard work. We have as well Hadi BM, who is getting better, even started to play the move e4, e5. So I see L is here. ID is Zakriar. Okay, Zakriar. So L, please challenge me after the current game. Now knight is on g7, so we continue with our idea. Queen h6, the knight is under attack. Knight has to go somewhere, and we have knight on g5. All the white pieces are attacking the black king. This will not go well. Take. And we have here the threat of a checkmate on g7 and as well on h7. That's it. That's it. F-pawn star. He fought well, but there was nothing to do after giving up on the g7 bishop. Never give up the King's Indian bishop. Never. Keep it till the very end. This is what we learned from the game. It is a checkmate, so I want to see some support in the chat for Captain Vix. Captain Vix fought, but in the end, not enough. For the captain, just some small remarks. This is perfectly okay. Please don't put your pieces to the corners usually, at least not in the beginning of the game. It would be better to play the move e5 or the move d6, so much more natural development of the bishop. Bishop a6, very dangerous. e6. Now take a look at the squares. This is not the best, so e6. It would be still better to play d6. In case you have bishop pair, keep the position flexible, so or e5 because you try to cover the center. d6, it's normal, so keep it flexible. Now, as you can see, trouble here on the dark squares. And of course, never give up on the bishop on g7. Never again, Captain Vix. Please, never again. We want to see you giving up your g7 bishop. This is the King's Indian bishop. We can never give it up. So, King h8, obviously, the move that had to be played. So, next time, Captain, I hope you do it better. I think, especially to give up the bishop, don't do it again, and your results will be better. Alright, let's go with our VChess supporter against L9669. Let's go. We are with the black pieces and L9669 it with the white pieces. Please show some support in the chat for L. D4, knight on f6, c4, e6. Most welcome, Captain. Thank you very much for being with us here on the VChess community. I hope you're enjoying the streams. I hope you're enjoying the people here. So that's great. That's why we're here. We love the game of chess, and we want to get eventually a little bit better. Bishop on g5, very aggressive line of the Nimzo Indian defense. c5 is usually the right answer here for black, because we're aiming for this queen i5. We're aiming somewhere for the move bishop takes c3. d5, also good play by L. At the moment, everything is as usual. We go with the move d6. So this is, of course, still theory. In most of the cases, I believe e3 is the right approach here for white. So let's see what is going to happen next. So let me read. So the question is, guys, is he playing Lichess supporters? We don't have a Lichess account. We had it before, but it's a long time ago. No, just chess.com, and of course I play everyone. Again, I'm always fair. Here on VChess, we don't make a difference. You cannot buy the game. Just stay with us, be VChess supporter, and that's it. Then one of the games will go to you. Very, very simple. Knight on f3. Alright, we will be trying to get a pawn on d5, so let's go with a short castle, and eventually we get the move knight on b6. Idea to win the pawn on d5. Can we get the pawn on d5? Maybe it's gonna be a little bit difficult, so let's go with the move queen a5, so we can maybe get the pawn on c3. Is there a way to defend the pawn? Because I would like also to take the pawn on d5, so it's like a double threat here. In case we have two threats, eventually one is going to work. So next time the Grunfeld defense. Okay, sure, I can play the Grunfeld, no problem. Short castle, good move, good move. L is playing, I think, a very nice game. To sacrifice a pawn, I would have done the same, but of course, no, we're gonna take the pawn. But the position is far from easy. Yes, black is a pawn up, but white eventually is going to get very active, so it's gonna be a fight. Let's see how the game is going to develop. At the moment, it is a very, very sharp position. With white, usually you have to try to get very active. So what does it mean? It means maybe to target the pawn on d6, maybe to play something like that. Makes sense. This move also makes sense, because once you sacrifice a pawn, you don't care about the next pawn. So for example, get the queen to h4 and try to be as active as possible, because if you're not active enough, then obviously this pawn down position is just going to be a pawn down position. White has to try to get something for it. Let me escape with my queen. So I will be defending here with the queen on e7, or eventually with the queen on c7, depends on the next move of white. After grabbing a pawn, we try to go into the defense. So TKZ is asking, can I play the Nimzo Larsen attack with you? I have no idea what is a Nimzo Larsen attack. And once again, to play, I'm playing just against those who are V chess supporters. So queen on c2, maybe let's play the move h6, attacking the bishop on g5. As well, the king is going to be a little bit more safe now. So bishop is attacking the pawn on c7. Good play for the moment by L. He's fighting like a lion. He is fighting like a lion. What should we do here? Defend the pawn on c7 with a knight e8 move. Possible, but feels a little bit passive. So maybe queen on c7 is a little bit better. I'm defending the pawn on d6. I would like, in theory, maybe to play the move knight on e5. Maybe I would like to play the move knight to h5, because to get the bishop would be very, very good. a4. Oh, L. After such a great play, we have the move a4, a move into nowhere. Why to play the move a4? Just get the rook into the center first. a4 move is not helping. And now we can choose to take the pawn, which looks pretty good here. Or maybe to play knight on h5, getting the bishop, which is also looking very, very good. The difference is, in case we take, there is some kind of bishop on g3 move, and maybe there is some kind of rook d1 with a pressure on the d6 pawn. I think that black is doing better there, but it's not so easy, not as easy as it seems. So maybe we will be going with the move knight h5, because to take this bishop is crucial. In case I get the bishop, this is going to be a very good position for black, because there is no more compensation. So this move a4, after great game, L is playing the move a4 and gets in trouble, but otherwise great game by white. I mean, the position, it was far from easy, a4 giving me a tempo for this kind of knight h5 move, so I believe now we are doing better with the black pieces. How often do you stream? Every day. It's noon and approximately 8:30 p.m. Emirates time. So every day, noon or 8:30 p.m. Emirates time, UAE time. I will be taking on g3, and next I should get out my knight to f6. As you can see now, this is just a pawn up now for black, so we can have the confirmation that black is better. The next stage of the game should be to play where we are better, so it is the queen side. Normally we have b6, for example, just to be safe. Bishop on d7, maybe a6, b5 next. To play rook e8 is very useful, so rook e8 is always a good play. For example, now after the move e4, to play the move rook on e8 feels just right. We get the rook into the game. This is usually a good thing. Next, we have to think, this move e5, is it dangerous or not so dangerous? I think not yet, but still the move knight on g4 is looking like the good move. Knight on e5 eventually coming next, not immediately, but we can let the knight on g4 for a little while. Next is bishop d7, b6, a6, and we would like to develop our pieces. Knight on d2, knight on c4, good idea. Good play by L once again. L is a good player, not a bad player at all. Just this move a4, this was questionable, but the rest, excellent game. So I see a comment, Nimzo Larsen is first b3. Nice. b3 move is not the best. Of course, you can play it, but where is the fun? Knight on c4, I think we should change the knight. Just safety first, in my opinion. So let's get the knights away from the board. And slowly we will be playing for our idea to be stronger on the queen side. So rook goes here, just in case, protecting everything. Next move might be the move f6. f5. So yes, I will be playing the move f6. f5 is not so good. So when you have the bishop on the light squares, don't put your pawn on the light square. Now after f6, because there is no knight, if there would be a knight, yes, knight on e6, this would be so great, but there is no knight. It means that I'm doing so well with the rook on e5. So never put the pawn on the color of your bishop. This is usually a bad idea. What should we do here? I think we should continue with our main idea. Finally, we should execute this kind of plan. We can begin, in my opinion, with the move queen a5. Attacking the pawn on a4, never bad. Maybe let's get the queen to d4, because we have this kind of domination on the dark squares. Basically, L played a4, not the best, and now the move f5. This is actually a heavy error. Otherwise, good game. Not a bad game at all. Nice play, nice play. So, I think if L is going to stay with us at the channel for a little bit more to avoid this kind of big positional errors, L is going to be a crusher. Queen on b4, so I would like to give a check on d4. Now slowly, slowly the position of white starts to look very, very dangerous. There is rook takes b7, but the rook on a1 is under attack at the current moment, so I think we might play for a checkmate in this position, and let's go with the move king on f7, because there is a little checkmate coming after the move h5. First, we can also go with the move b6, of course. No rush at all here. With the black pieces, we have a lot of time. There are no direct threats, there are no indirect threats. Let's go first with a move rook on b8, just defending the pawn on b7 because we have time. a5, good move, good move. I mean, in general, L is playing very, very good. I like the way L is playing. How should we win the game? We can play the move b6, this is possible. Or should we aim for this h5 push, finally getting the rook over and trying to deliver a checkmate? What is better? Also to play bishop c8 followed by the move rook c7 and c4 is looking not like a bad idea, but I think it's better to play with the move bishop on e8. Yeah, I like this. Rook on c7, all feels so safe. One day we're going to play the move b6 and it's gonna be the final move of the game. Little bit of patience and the things are gonna be alright. So, let's see what is going to happen next. So, rook on d1. Good play again by L. L is playing very good. I like the way L is playing because really decent play. Queen on b4 or queen on e5. Both is okay, so I don't know. Where should I put the queen? e5, then we get a little bit closer to the center, or queen on b4 just to keep the things under control. Maybe queen on b4. More easy. So we're getting ready for the final strategy, for the final executional plan to get this b6, b5, c4. It took us a little bit because we are playing very careful, very carefully, but there is no rush here, so we can take all the time. Rook on c7, as we said, this is the idea. c4 somewhere. Yes, there is an opportunity to play the move e5 now, but I think we can just take, so this is not dangerous. Bishop on c4, almost catching our queen. Wow, there is of course bishop on a4, but we have bishop b5. We are not in danger to lose the queen, but bishop on c4, very good play, yeah, very good play. I think time to change the bishop. I didn't want to do that, but now I think we have to. Rook b3, there is still bishop a4. It's not like we are in a must-play situation, but I think if we change the bishops, it's still a completely winning position, so no reason to risk in the current position. Let's go to change the bishops. This move was not the best. I should have done something else. Yeah, rook c7 was not the best. This move, bishop c4, very, very good play. Still, we are doing much better, so we have queen e8, the queen is getting to e5, the pawn on e4 is weak, and we are getting ready to play the move b6 in the right moment. Well, we have also this idea of h5, so we play now rook on e7. Let's get the rook into the game. Let's attack the pawn on e4. And rook a4. Not over yet. Still not over. Maybe. Let's get the second rook. And by the way, just in case, holding the b7 pawn. Is it time to start the walk? I think it is. We waited for so long. And finally we are executing our idea that we should have done it, I don't know, 20 moves ago. But finally we're executing, so the pawns are starting to run. And there is no escape from the black pawns. The pawns are running. Next we're gonna double here on the a file, and it should be a winning position. So we get the rook to the free file, we're dominating the file. Next might be rook a7, rook a3 for example, so this is possible. Or we have to be a little bit careful here with the move e5, just in case not to give any kind of counter chances. So what is the best way to win it? Maybe just to change instantly here on a3. I believe there is nothing better than to take. And we'll be able to collect all the pawns, because we have also the move rook a7 coming next. This should be a winning position for black, but a great defense and a great play by our opponent L. So should I go rook a7? I think so. There's this check coming next. The game is over. Queen a4 coming next. Oh, he has missed. But very good game. Very good game by our V chess family member L9669. Very, very good game. Great fight by L. Let's see some support in the chat for L. Excellent game. Just a couple of things to improve. Let's go back. So, of course, this opening Nimzo with the move bishop g5 is in general pretty risky opening, so this is not easy to play. Now, in these positions, knight f3 is usually not the best. The idea is to play or bishop on d3, so this is a main move, by the way, of theory, in case you would like to know what is the strongest play for white. It is the move bishop d3. The idea is to go knight on e2. Yes, you are sacrificing the pawn on d5, but it is a huge play for white, so this is something that you might be interested in checking out. Then knight on f3, we have this position, pawn up for black, but I think white is having pretty compensation here. It's far from easy. A rook on c1, I don't know where the rook is going, so maybe bishop on f4. Attacking the pawn on d6. Let me come back with a knight on e8, and now maybe try to play like e4 with the idea e5 somewhere. Far from easy, far from easy. Okay, then we have this one and a4. I don't understand what is the idea. L, let me know what is the idea, a4. A4 is something, I don't know. A4 is something weird. I don't understand the idea. Always try to play central. Rook is not developed yet. So a4, not so good. Because it is not like a bad move, because it makes not much sense. Now, of course, black is doing better, but still, it is a very fighting position. And f5L. This move is not good, so never put your bishop like that and the pawns on the light squares, because black is now doing almost winning. Yeah, so this was a heavy mistake. This is okay, but f5, this is bad. Doesn't matter what you do, do not play the move f5. Alright, in any case, good fight by L. Excellent, I hope you enjoyed the game. It was interesting. And yeah, very high fighting spirit by L. HDBM is saying, I screamed when I saw you put the queen on a4. HDBM, I just trained the mouse. Actually, I wanted to play first with the rooks and queen a4, and then somehow I touched the queen. So yeah, this was funny. Okay, in any case, I hope you're enjoying the streams. I think we have here excellent people in the chat, so happy about it. Good chat, good people, good comments. We are, I think, on a very good way to get a nice chess community. At the moment, we are very small, but we are growing and we have big plans in front of us. For today's stream, that's it. I will be back tomorrow, noon UAE time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the streams. In case you have some great ideas how to improve the stream, send us an official email. Otherwise, wish you to get better at chess little by little, and of course to enjoy the beautiful game of chess. It is so complex. So there is no game that is exactly the same as the previous one. That's why we play the game of chess, one of the most hardest games to master. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I hope till tomorrow. Have a great day, great morning, great evening, wherever you are. Bye.